I do think, bro, it's a travesty for real that a lot of the blog era, a lot of us was so competitive that we don't even have like a digital footprint together as far as like songs together as much as you would think.
Right.
Like everybody was so cool, bro. Like I remember Schoolboy Q and Kendrick used to like prank call me. Like they on their tour bus, I'm on mine, we both on the road. Like everybody was just so cool and like it was just like carefree a little bit. Like, you know, life happens, and I'm saying like, but it's like I just wish there was like the camaraderie that we had at first. I wish it like kind of stayed like that. Like in another universe, this junk could have went a completely different way.
You talk to Sean still?
Yeah, Big Sean's my man.
On God, bro, that might be the realest shit Wale's ever said. I mean, he said some real shit, but that might be the realest shit Wale's ever said, because this is a sensitive topic for me, because the millennials my age, you know what I'm saying? When we was y'all ages, you know what I'm saying, 16, 17, 18, whatever, the blog era, we watched them boys come up. And we saw what them boys was. I'm using this picture specifically because I feel like this is a good one. All three of them, well, really, Cudi ended up having a problem with two of them, right? And there was a point in time before Cole Kendrick, this was kind of like, it might be these guys, right? Don't argue with me, I was there. But now, let's get into what Wale's saying, because he's saying, hey, the footprint digitally to the kids now, some of y'all, it ain't permeating your brain, ain't even hitting you that these guys really was hanging out together, doing songs together, coming out, you know what I'm saying, doing shows together, going on tour. And then not only is the footprint lacking, but you look at the relationships today. Even the guys that get along today now is on more so from what I've seen on some business stuff, like business, you know what I'm saying? And I think that's why, I'll speak for myself, I was a little gassed for the Drake J. Cole thing. They had two runs. They had the first run, well, low-key three, but let's just split it into two. They had the Born Center run when they was going to the store to buy CDs, when they was cozying up, right? I thought that was very genuine. Some people argue that the second run, the first-person shooter run, even though I was super excited for it, now that we see the way the beef played out, all that, some people think it was more like, you know, coordinated and whatever. But that's probably why I was so psyched for that. Because all these guys, you came up together. And even no matter how hard the media was trying, the landscape was so clear, right? Because we was coming off of Wayne being that guy, Kanye being the bridge guy, Hov and them, we know Hov, Nas, like y'all can still drop it, y'all done. And the landscape was so clear, and the internet was revolutionizing everything. And I felt like, yeah, there's some money now. Like cats could get money independently. I felt like, yo, maybe everybody could coexist. And I think they all did too. And I don't know what the hell happened. I'm talking all of them. Let's go down the list. Drake, Cudi, Sean, Wale, Rocky, Kendrick, Schoolboy Q, Freddie Gibbs, Big Crit, Danny Brown. Who am I missing? All these guys. I'm sure I'm missing a few people. Right? Like Rocky, Kendrick, Drake going on tour. That's dope. Wale, Cole, you know what I'm saying? Like this, and then the false prophet stuff, this, that, and the third. Kendrick Cole, we gonna do a joint project. What happened? Big Sean, you know, being on good music, being a guy that was everybody's friend. Big Sean, man, Big Sean heavy. Big Sean do a record with Blessings. Big Sean do a record with Wale. Meek Mill, I don't forgot Meek Mill. Then Meek Mill Drake ended up beefing. This topic, I could go on for days. I can't necessarily pinpoint exactly what happened. The only thing I have other than money and status makes everybody more competitive. I hate to kind of blame the fans here, which is not really what I'm saying, but I think the internet then changed into something else that was a lot more rabid. The blog era guys started getting into this weird closer to stan culture. You know, everybody's got an opinion. Everybody will, you know, you say one little thing. And I think these guys started, you know, removing themselves from the internet, removing themselves from certain parties, removing themselves from certain spaces. So now you're trying to remove yourself from your fans. You're trying to remove yourself from the industry. Next thing you know, you're removing yourself from your colleagues. That's how I see it. But anyway, yeah, Wale, I got to watch this boardroom interview now, right? Because, brother, that was a good one. That was a good one.